Welcome to the semi-obligatory Halloween episode. In today's episode, we will be exploring what seemingly looks like a normal house, infested with zombies and demons, only to discover that deeper, darker secrets lie within, with mind-bending environments and other oddities that could only exist in the scariest place on Earth, in the deep, dark subways of your mind. Yes, it's that time of year again, and I wanted to look into something a little spooky. Today, I will be looking into not only one of the most unique Doom mods, but one of the most unique gameplay experiences in general. Today, we look into MyHouse.wad, a Doom 2 mod that seemingly looks simple and straightforward on the surface, but has plenty of unexpected twists and turns the longer you play and curiously explore. And on top of that, the creator, probably on purpose, went quiet after releasing the mod. So, sit back, grab some candy, or lollies for you Aussies, and sweets for you in the UK, and enjoy, because we are going to take a dive into the most mysterious mod on the internet. MyHouse.wad was originally posted back in March 2023 on the Doomworld forums by a creator known as Veddge. Accompanied with the mod was a comment about how he was dedicating this mod to a dear friend who had passed away, who was working on a Doom map and decided to finish the map for him, as well as a link to a diary entry which would not only build the lore for the mod, but also acts as a kind of cryptic instruction manual. Now, of course, the comment about his friend could just be to hype up the mod itself, but in the early stages, people took the message at face value and downloaded the mod to check it out. It has since been uploaded to the official Doom/Doom 2 remaster, but I don't think it was uploaded by Veddge. If you have the Doom 2 WAD, you can run it on something like GZ Doom. When launching the mod, one of the first things you might notice is how long it takes to load for a seemingly small house map, and this already should be your first clue as to what to expect. On first playthrough, you walk around the house fighting zombies and demons in a very detailed house setting, complete with Doom cute objects and everything. It honestly reminds me of the first time making levels in Half-Life, trying to recreate my house, but failing miserably. The level of detail in the house is very nice indeed. For those who understand Doom as well, will notice that normally you can't have two separate floors in a Doom level's geometry. It's not possible on the engine, and despite playing on an updated engine like GZ Doom, moving into the basement already tells us that there is more to this level than meets the eye. Perhaps it cleverly teleports the player into a seamless transition, but this is more than just a cute little house level. Once you find the key to the exit, you exit and that's it. Or is it? Completing the level will take you to E1M2 of Doom 2, Underhalls, and beating this will take you back to My House. Not My House, but the mod My House. You knew that. As the days went by, more and more players began commenting on how fun and cool the house map was, praising the level of detail and creativeness. But then, players started to notice strange things as they explore the house more, and posting the updates on the forums with their discoveries, and this is where things started to get more interesting. By the way, if you haven't played this yet and really want to play it, then I highly recommend that you go play it now, and come back to this later. If you have played it or want to continue watching, I will still notify of the endgame spoilers in advance. As you play through the house level again, if you decide to venture outside and walk around the house, you'll notice something strange. If you've already cleared the house inside, it makes no sense that the enemies have returned. When you enter the house again, this is where the fun begins. You'll immediately notice that the weapon and door animations are smoother and with more frames, and the layout of the house has updated as well, including a jump in time as the PlayStation is now replaced with an Xbox. And this is only the beginning, as from here on now, the level separates into multiple different parts, each one leading to a different ending, depending on the order you take, and if you fulfilled every objective. We'll come back to that later. Also, the longer you stay, the more you'll notice that the Doom soundtrack goes, a little funky.
You like jazz?
When I played this the first time, I didn't watch any tutorials, nor knew exactly what to expect. The only things I knew was that there was more to explore than just a house, and I had an idea of what the final screen should look like, but had no idea how to get there, nor what lied in between. So I knew that until I saw that final screen, I hadn't completely finished the mod yet. Of course, after completing the mod, I went on a deep dive and watched PowerPack's awesome video as well. With the changing house and accompanying manual, it is a clear inspiration from the novel House of Leaves, which also incorporates a house that is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, as well as having a very unique layout that is unlike most other books. Also, I tried buying it years ago, but couldn't find it anywhere, and it's expensive. With the mods manual, there are also colored numbers, which again is a nod to the novel, but also gives you somewhat of a clue on which order you should complete these actions, as each entry offers a clue as to what to do next. As we explore further into the house, we are then taken on a few different journeys. As there are multiple paths and multiple endings, there is a strong chance that you will not see everything on your first playthrough. If you enter behind this bookshelf, for instance, and hit the switch, we then end up in a hellish scenario. What I like about this is, even though Doom is a game where you fight demons, this feels so far removed from Doom that it's actually quite terrifying. A lot of the times the mod throws things at you that you would never expect in Doom, which genuinely makes it more unique, and like you're slowly spiraling into madness. After all, the take that I get with this mod is you're going through the character's memories, but they begin to warp the deeper we delve. Another area that you'll likely encounter early is what looks like a brutalist version of the house, complete with a surreal looking neighborhood, looking very liminal, but also feeling like you're constantly being watched. Out of the bleak and dreary atmosphere, however, you'll find what is perhaps your only comfort in the game, well, apart from all the big guns, and that is your faithful companion, who, judging by the backstory and everything, might be your childhood dog. It's fitting that the only comforting companion in this mind-bending hellscape is a loyal friend who cannot speak, and who seems to stay around the house area too. But that's not the only dog around here.
Hi, doggy.
This genuinely made me jump the first time. Blood fans will recognize it as Cerberus, and while it is possible to kill it, it does come at a cost. And in case you're wondering, yes, killing the dog kills Cerberus, but if you want the truest of endings, make sure your canine friend survives. There's one segment that looks like a childhood memory, based on the diary entry and the location itself. You might also see someone familiar in this area. It seems to be an amalgamation of memories, as it looks like a daycare center, and we have the year 1984, but based on the supposed character's age and the cameo appearance of the Jolly Green Ogre, it doesn't quite add up. Yeah, because that's the weirdest thing in this mod. It'll all be ogre soon. If you play through the Underhalls map first, you can grab the super shotgun and bring it with you to take down Shrek with ease. Wow, I never thought I would say that in a sentence. You'll notice that a lot of the times you'll come back to the house itself, which is usually a good sign that you're making progress. On first playthroughs, it's hard to determine whether you're on your way to the good ending, but at least it tells you that you're doing something right. Without knowing what to do, the mod could take you several attempts to finish. It took me 4 long playthroughs to finally get to the good ending. If you know what to do, it can take much less time. Hell, I've seen ludicrous speedruns on this mod. 6 minutes? That's actually a long time. Don't worry about it. So, while being cryptic, the diary entry does give you hints that after actually playing those areas, it does kind of seem obvious. Kind of. But I really like how it's not obvious to begin with, and builds on the mod's lore. When I was reading one of the entries that talked about the protagonist staring at himself in the mirror, I looked for the only mirror I could find in the house, that I could climb on at least, and thought, we have to go deeper. When we enter the mirror world, apart from being blown away that was a possibility, You are immediately greeted with the amazing music that accompanies it as well. The music track was composed by SL40 and it's called memory equals entry //. It has a unique name, but it's honestly an amazing music track. I can listen to it on YouTube and be immediately transported back to the mirror world. You'll be hearing this music a fair bit throughout the mod, and the mood that it sets is spectacular. It is unlike anything else that you'd hear in Doom, so it stands out in a good way. Each area feels unique without feeling like it strays too far from the mod's intended feel and aesthetic, but having enough variety that it keeps it feeling fresh, as well as that wow factor when you encounter a brand new area for the first time. The fact that this mod does not hold your hand and rewards exploration is what I love most about video games like this. You'll also notice that there are some items that you can pick up and that are scattered throughout the mod for you to collect, and you can check your progress by seeing their symbols appear on this board in the house. The mod doesn't tell you what these are for, but curious players will want to collect them all. They also give subtle lore hints as well. I also like how there are things to discover outside of the mod as well, as I found myself trying to dig deeper into the character's story, as well as trying to know more about the mod's creator as well, which kind of seemed to merge together almost. There is something very meta and fourth wall breaking about uncovering more details about this mod, which I don't recall a lot of other games doing. The more I read the journal and looked into the game's files images, the more we learn that this is not just the house itself that took a life of its own, expanding infinitely, but the mod itself, as the creator in the journal mentions that the mod itself has become sentient. Creepy. Another thing you'll notice is despite the many endings you might get, it always takes you back to Underholes, which, if you complete once more, takes you back to my house in a constant loop, almost as if telling you that your journey hasn't quite ended. You'll notice that there is one secret in the entire mod, and in this secret lies the true ending. Reach the secret and you reach inner peace. This was the final clue, but figuring out how to get there was not easy. But then, when it all started to click, and many hours of trial and error, I really refused looking up walkthroughs until after beating it, I finally reached the end game. Now we reach the end game, and just in case of spoilers, I have the timestamp on screen that will take you to the conclusion, or you can skip to the next chapter. But for those who want to know what happens, or already know what happens, then don't touch that dial because, well, your TV doesn't have one. They don't have those anymore. Anyway, on my first few playthroughs, I realized too late that finding the items scattered around are actually necessary, and are not just there as a collectathon or for a bonus ending. If you want the true ending, you need to collect every item possible in order to get it. You'll notice that the house has changed yet again, and on a painting is a clue on how to get to the final area, an abandoned gas station. From here, you can get two endings, a fake one, where everything is fabricated, and the real ending. Like in the diary entry as well, it talks about driving his car and crashing into a tree, where he made his way towards an empty gas station, looking for help. When you approach this car, you may hear a familiar tune, depending on whether you're up to date on lost media. Long story short, but at the time of this mod's creation, the song being played was an unknown song, recorded back in 1984. Oh, so that's the 1984 connection. Then uploaded to the internet almost 2 decades later, remaining unknown until late 2024, when it was discovered to be a song called Subways of Your Mind by Veddge. It's a great song choice as well, as it sounds familiar, but yet isn't that big pop hit that you can associate with other memories of your own. Despite the song no longer being mysterious to work with the mod's mystery, the song choice is still pretty spot on. Paranoid anyway, in the subways of your mind. Oh yeah, we really are in this person's mind right now. After finding the final item, we need to escape the mirror world and return to the gas station in the non-mirrored world. This is where the final fight begins, as the house is now infested with a lot more demons, and the final obstacle which stands in our way being at the very gas station.
Hello there.
Now, the first time I played through this mod, I literally ran past my demons, heading towards the final sanctuary, avoiding all of my problems, so to speak. Well, not this time. Now that I am back here, I am here to finally face my demons, and in the spirit of Power Pack's video, and quoting the mod's manual, that's the power of love. Wrong quote. Wow, I'm really bad at this. Happiness has to be fought for. But alas, I tried. I may not have won this time, but at least I tried. Wait, I'm alive? I'm alive! That's right, life gives you second chances. And in MyHouse.wad, it gives you at least one more chance, without having to load your last save.
Everybody gets one.
The first time I played this, I didn't notice this was possible until late into my playthrough. I've instinctively just been quick loading since the 90s it seems. After you navigate through the hospital and enter this creepy room, we are back baby. Only this time with the Berserk power up. After completing my therapy session, I head towards the final area in the mod and arrive at the game's one and only secret. And look, our four-legged friend has come to join us, finally reaching inner peace. Now, I hate hyperbole, but I can honestly say that this is one of the best things that I have ever played. It is something so truly unique, and despite it being heavily based on a novel, which the novel itself is unique in its own right, this feels like an experience where the absolute best medium to showcase this is through a video game. No movie or TV show could do it justice, as they lack the interactivity, and a non-linear book lacks the visuals. It's something that makes video games unique in this sense. The book it's heavily based on is also very unique, but a video game offers a different experience. I also love the fact that most people could have played this mod, completed just the main house part, and thought, yeah, cool level, awesome layout, and never played it again. There's something about rewarding the player with exploration that I really love in video games. I've heard this brought up a few times, but there's something less special when the devs force you to watch an explosion, so to speak, like an unskippable cutscene. They worked hard on that explosion, and they are gonna make damn sure that you watch it. Meanwhile, some games have entire areas or quest lines that are completely optional, rewarding those who explore, but not forcing them to see everything. There's something about this honest game making and treating the player like an actual gamer, and less like a dumb customer, which I really admire, and mods for the most part have this level of care. The other thing that I really like about this mod is its lore. Doom was never a story-rich game, but had its fair share of backstory. MyHouse.wad's diary entry as a sort of manual/backstory was such a simple but clever idea. It honestly had me going back to the manual, trying to pick up on clues and engaging me outside of the actual mod. I kinda wish I printed out the diary entry, instead of just alt-tabbing. This level of interactivity kinda reminded me of Metal Gear Solid, where if you turned over to the back of the game's case, you would see Meryl's codec to import into the game. It's like an Easter egg, only it rewards you with actually progressing the game. Mainstream games from big companies today would never dream of doing something like this. There's also something special with the use of the Subways of Your Mind song, which was still lost media at this point. Many comments on the song itself will have references to MyHouse.wad, some people fully associating the song with this mod. Before playing this mod, the song was that mysterious Cold War era tune that in another dimension was a huge hit when it came out. Now, thanks to MyHouse.wad, this song has become the unofficial anthem of conquering your inner demons. You know how Woody Guthrie had a guitar that said, "This machine kills fascists"? Well, this song should say, "This tune kills demons." It's amazing what impact this little mod has had. Finally, the thing I love about this mod is how it resonates with the player, as it might be interpreted in a different way with each player. The take that I got from this mod is we are witnessing this person's memories, with physical memories like the house itself, and metaphorical ones like the demons, looking through hard times, uncovering skeletons in the closet, and Shrek, and finally finding inner peace. I know one could look at this and think, well, yeah, of course you fight demons, it's Doom. And that would be the obvious answer. But I think that having literal demons also represent metaphorical demons works super well in this context. Playing this mod again was still a fun experience to when I first played it, and the fact that it has been on my mind all this time made me want to cover it even more. Back when I first played it, I was in a strange mindset. I was coming out of feeling really down, still feeling it from all the lockdowns and for other personal reasons, and finding myself playing the same uninspired games as a form of distraction. Then, playing this mod not only lifted my spirits a lot more, but it also made me love video games again. The fact it was not only a unique gameplay experience that fully utilized the interactivity and immersion of a video game, but also the fact that you find peace by literally fighting your inner demons is absolute cinema. Sorry, absolute gameplay, and it's no wonder it's stayed in my mind since. But what of the creator, Veddge? Ever since releasing the mod, he has gone silent, supposedly leaving the forum site as well. Either he created the lore and then left to keep people talking, or perhaps some of the story is from his own life, and this was a way of telling that story. Or maybe he simply lost interest. Either way, whatever the case may be, if you are watching Veddge, and to all of you out there who are watching as well, if you're ever feeling down, or feel like the odds are against you, and you're not sure what to do, have faith, keep fighting, and pull out that BFG 9000 and get rid of your demons, because happiness has to be fought for. You got this. I never thought a user-created modification for a 30-year-old game would be so thought-provoking. So, if the next time you're not sure what to play, and you're kinda tired of the same old games, why not give MyHouse.wad a try, or the plethora of other amazing Doom mods, and mods in general. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to blast Subways of Your Mind and rock out to it like Eddie from Stranger Things to delete some demons. Happy Halloween, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed finally covering this awesome mod. What are some of your favorite Doom mods? Or mods in general? Let me know in the comments ones that you recommend. If you like this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Looks like I'm stuck here. I know, I'm gonna use cheats. What's the worst that could happen? I end up in the back rooms? Ah, damn it.